everyone, and thanks for watching this new video. My name is Jetske and I'm living now in the Netherlands, but I have a boyfriend from Uganda. In this video I wanted to do a Q&A. I should say grab something to drink, maybe a snack, food. I have something very random to snack. These are some leftovers from a Dutch video I made. I will put a pillow in my side/back so we can start. I started to ask questions on TikTok since the biggest audience is on TikTok, but I got a lot of the same questions, and those were the categories job, visa, wife or partner. I got a lot of questions again about get me a visa, give me a wife, how to apply for a job. First things first, I can't give anyone a wife. I am not a dating app. I have a few single friends, but no, I sometimes don't understand what people think. Like, yeah, introduce me to them. No, I don't know you. Why on earth should I introduce you? Here is user 15678. Wants a white wife. You want it? I mean, of course not. There are people who go for strangers on the internet, and I have nothing against dating online. But still, I believe in love and meeting people and not hooking up people. So no, I don't have friends who are interested in people from the internet. The second thing, they see how much my struggle is now with the long distance relationship, so they don't want a long distance relationship, and I wish for them that they don't have a long distance relationship, although I love my boyfriend. But no, nobody deserves a long distance relationship. You just want to be close together and spend time together and live your life together. The second question that I ask most is about work. Can you apply for a job in the Netherlands? Are there some jobs in the Netherlands? And the stupid thing is, we have a lot of job opportunities in the Netherlands. Nowadays, jobs are searching for people. But if you are not from a European country, it is really hard to apply for a job. For example, my boyfriend was here for 3 months. He would love to work, but since he was on a visit visa, he was not allowed to work. So the IND is really strict with their rules. You can only work if a company invites you to come work here, but then the company has to prove that they don't have anyone from the Netherlands who want to do that work. Or you get invited, of course, like what we are going to do now, that I invite him to the Netherlands and then he applies for a job. But those are the ways to get a job in the Netherlands. And I think, if I don't forget it, I will put a link of the IND in the description of the video, because I can understand all those questions. And if you are stuck in a place or in a situation, you just want to dream, further than that. You want to go to another place, to start all over again. And you see it also happening in the Netherlands. A lot of people are going, well, first they went to Bali, then they went to Mexico, and now also Dubai is very popular for people to travel, to build a business, etc. So you see it happening in the Netherlands as well. Only the problem is that a lot of people take advantage of it. They think, oh, you guys, you want to have a better life. Let's say that there is a job opportunity in the Netherlands and you just have to pay me 2,000 euro and you get a job and a house. That's not how it works. That's 100% not how it works. We have the IND. They have massive strict rules. That's why I said I put the website here. And on the website you see what all the rules are to come to the Netherlands and what the ways are. And this is the only legit website you should follow if you want to come to the Netherlands. And I can't say it often enough, because people get scammed, and that is really something that hurts me, because it shouldn't be like that. So no, I can't help you to any job. I wish I could. I mean, I can't even help my own boyfriend to get a job or whatever. We have already struggles with the two of us. So I'm not the Dutch government. I wish I was, because then I changed all those rules. At least for people who wants to have their partner here. Let's go to some other questions, because I also started to ask questions on Instagram as well, but I got on TikTok, are you married? Well, actually the answer is no. I have a boyfriend. So I'm not single, but I am also not married. This is an interesting, and I have to admit that I don't understand the question very well, but I'm going to give an answer the way I understand it. How do you find the Ugandan tourism industry, and I think also the Netherlands? I think it can be way bigger than what it is now, although I am very happy that somehow I'm happy that Uganda is not yet a really touristic place. Somehow I'm not so happy, because when you talk about Uganda, people still have that image of Uganda or all Africa, that people are poor, begging on the street, living in huts from wood, and not the image of nice buildings, beautiful hotels, massive nature. Of course, they also have the image of the safari, but I think tourism can be really up-leveled in Uganda. And I mean, there are so many things that they can do with tourists. I found it somehow funny, Bali, you know, that island that got insane popular all around the world. Now it's not even fun to go to Bali because it's all tourists. There is not a real person from Bali anymore because all the world took over. And that is something, of course, you don't want to happen to your country or to your island or to whatever. But I found it always interesting why it gets so booming. Because Uganda has also beautiful nature. Uganda has also those places. But I have the feeling that, well, maybe they don't promote it yet enough. So people don't come yet. What I found of the Dutch tourist industry is, yeah, we do quite well. And the fun fact is as well, sometimes I scroll on TikTok and tourists or people who live here for on short term, they are like, oh my god, the Netherlands. And they show like all the beautiful pictures of the Netherlands that even Dutch people are like, which Netherlands are you in? Because this is not the Netherlands. Of course it is, but today, for example, it's now sunny. But last week it was only raining, and then nothing looks nice. But in the sun, everything looks nice. And there are some touristic places where I've been as well with my boyfriend. And then you see only tourists and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is just like a whole other place or something. And there are still some cities which are very beautiful, but not any tourists come there because they don't advertise that. That's the downside of advertising. You want to have more tourists to your country, but you don't want to be over tourists, that people take your country over, if you know what I mean. Let's go to the next question. Does Netherlands value music and other related art as real careers? I don't know, actually. I have to admit, I don't know, but I know there are two guys here from, I think it's Nigerian. They call themselves the Madagascar twins. They make music and they are already here for quite a time in the Netherlands. They start to learn Dutch, they make content about that they say Dutch words, but they are music artists. So I have to admit, I don't know. What I do know is that the Netherlands like rich people, so if you are rich, you can come. Next question. How many years have you spent in Uganda? In total, I think 2 years. I started in 2014, then I did my internship in Uganda, and that was for 4 months. Then in 2016 I came back for 1 month, so that's 5 months. Then it took me a long time, also because of COVID. It was 2022, then I spent it 5 months again, so that's 9. I think it's 1 year, by the way, in total. And then I came back in 2023, I came in April, and I came in December. I lost already counting. I think I spent 1 year in total. So that is not even that much. And I never forget that I was once swimming in the gym where I was working out from there. In 2022 it was. So I told my story. I was like, yeah, 2014 I came, 2016 I came back, and now I came back again. And then the guy said to me, it was an older man, he was like, what is his name? So I laughed so loud. I was like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. This is so sweet. Why are you so cute? Sweet cheeks, lips and body. Why? I'm born this way. You know, also on TikTok, I get so many heart emoticons. And I was like, you guys are the sweetest. viewers, you are amazing. How can I connect from Netherlands to stand with us in ministry, reaching the underprivileged children and orphans? We are educating children and changing communities. That is really above me. But I know there are some Dutch organizations working in Uganda, so you can always connect with them. Okay, then the questions from Instagram. And this is funny. If you had a kid with your boyfriend, would you circumcise him if he were a boy? And this is really interesting because, well, somehow we talked about this, but somehow we didn't. Because it was also like, it's not happening now, so why would we talk about it? For me, I don't care. If my boyfriend wants that for him, soit. Agree. I'm like, okay, we do that. But if he said no, he don't have to, then we don't have to. I mean, if it happens, of course, it will happen in a hospital and like that. But I think it's even more hygienic. But yeah, like I said, I'm okay with both. Don't you have difficulty with your boyfriend who eats meat as a vegetarian? Well, fun fact, my boyfriend doesn't eat meat. He does eat chicken and egg, and I am a vegan, so I don't eat egg, I don't eat meat, I don't eat fish, I don't eat chicken. And I don't feel any difficulty at all. Actually, we have like the rule vegan at home. In the home, we eat vegan. I get only some eggs for him in the house, since he liked to have that in the breakfast, and I'm like, okay, here are your eggs. But the rest is totally vegan. He has no problems with that at all. And if we go eat with someone else, or we go eating out, then we always search for a vegan friendly restaurant, a restaurant that has some vegan options but also have non-vegan options for him, so he can choose whatever he wants. And sometimes he chooses something vegan, most of the time he chooses something chicken, and I'm fine with that, and he's fine. And especially in Uganda, yeah, we don't want to slaughter a chicken, and in the Netherlands you can buy the meat, but he doesn't trust the whole process, so I'm okay with not eating meat in the house. Where is your favorite place to live? That's also a funny question. Well, to be honest, I think it's Uganda. For me, it's even, to be more specific, Jinja. Jinja is for me such a nice place. It has nature, and of course there's also nature in Kampala. But I don't know, the wild Nile that's connecting the Lake Victoria. I don't know, it is just a beautiful place and I like it a lot. But I can also live in Janja. I always pronounce this wrong. People always say Jinja, I said no, Janja. Oh, Janja. Well, I can't pronounce it. But where we lived before, that's also nice. But I do like Uganda a lot, and people are always surprised about it. Ugandans are surprised about it. Dutch people are surprised about it. And then I tell them why. And then they are like, oh, first of all, the weather. Most of the days of the year are sunny. Of course there are raining seasons. Of course you have heavy rains, but most of the days are sunny. Second, do you know how many fruits growing in Uganda? And not only fruits, also vegetables. So many crops are growing in Uganda. And the whole fact that I can live in a place where I can grab a mango from the tree, which is fresh, which is sweet, which is big. I love that. And third, the people are so kind, so hospitable, so nice. Ugandan's people are really amazing. I love them. I see that also on my videos. Everyone is supporting me so much, and I feel so grateful about all those comments that, yeah, it is an amazing country to live. Before you ask, why don't you live in Uganda then? Well, that's because my heart problem. I have to stay in the Netherlands, especially if we have a child wish. Long story short, when I was 18 years old, I heard that I could never have kids. Now I've heard from the doctor that I am allowed to try to go into a whole hospital healthcare situation to try. But I had to do it in the hospital in Amsterdam where I was born as well. I have to be in the Netherlands for at least a while, and also in the future. I love summer in the Netherlands because of the sun. Everyone is going out. There is more life in the Netherlands when there is summertime. And I miss summertime in the Netherlands when I'm in Uganda. So that's why I also want to be in the Netherlands as well. I would love to live in Uganda, and I would love to live in the Netherlands as well. And if we can combine that, that will be amazing. Next question. Do you have a degree or several? Our school system is different from other school systems. I think you can say I've went to college. Yeah, it's not yet university, but I studied for being an art therapist and I have that degree. I also did like a course before, and the course was a mixture of building a theater play, but also being like more the behind the scenes of the entertainment industry. So how to film, how to act, how to create a theater play from scratch. We had to do all those things. That degree I have, and I have the degree of being an art therapist. That one helps with people who have problems, and instead of talking you just go on the floor and moving and working on it while playing. Fun fact, I don't do anything with both of it. Well, that's not totally true, because when I did my first school, I had 2 internships where I could film and be the reporter as well. And that was really fun to do. And on my second school, where I did the theater, of course I'm not a therapist now, but the whole fact that I learned also how to play theater for 4 years, I use it now in all the sketches I make. So I did some theater. I did the real theater school, but I got a lot of theater lessons on my schools, actually both schools. I combine now actually the 2 things that I love most, like playing, acting, and also filming and scripting and editing. So yeah, I'm blessed. I am blessed that I combine everything that I love the most. Here again, why are you looking so good? Is it the veggies, the fruit? What is it? Tell me. Well, I think in fact I eat a lot of veggies and fruits, and I drink a lot of water. Drink your water, that's very important. At least 1.5 liter a day, but add more. This is also an interesting question to finish. How has moving been for you mentally? I think it was like moving to another country. That's really funny. I try to look back on it. It felt like an adventure. It felt like a new begin. Of course, I was also afraid. Of course, I had also the worries. Of course, the whole period was not only like, oh, happy place. No, if I think about it, it's of course a really big impact. I give up everything to live at someone else's place. I just randomly come in someone's house, and of course he knew, but we had also conversations about it. I asked him also, like, yeah, how does it feel for you? Because I can understand if I live here as well, alone now. If someone entering your house, it entering not only your house, but also your personal space. Yeah, your life change. You have to find a way to live together. I mean, when you live alone, you don't have to think about what someone else is doing today. But when you live together, it's like, hey, what are your plans for today? Are you going to eat out? When are you going home? Etc. You have those things together. But when you live alone, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can leave the house now and come back next morning and no one cares. But it turned out very well. And also the last time when he came here in the Netherlands, it was so natural almost. And for now, like when I go now for 1 month to Uganda, I mean, I feel also the difference. When I was there in 2014, the first time I came to Uganda, the whole goodbye of my family, it felt like, oh, so long, 4 months, oh no. Then in 2016 it was already okay-ish, but still a little bit like, woo. Then in 2022 it was of course also a big thing, like, oh my god, she's going to leave and nobody knows when she's coming back. But it was already getting more normal, and also for me. And then I came back like for 2 other times, and that was so normal for everyone, even for myself. But it felt like I went away for a weekend. Like, okay, I'm going to Uganda again. Oh yeah, 4 weeks. Oh, 4 weeks. Bye bye, bye bye. See you. It's getting more normal. And if I'm saying now I'm going back to Uganda for 4 weeks, everyone is like, yeah, it's okay, girl, have fun, bye. You start to get used to it, and Uganda feels now like when I'm going a weekend away in the Netherlands. It's insane. For me, I'm walking like to the airport like la la la, I'm going on holiday. Yeah, it's so different than from the first time when I was scared and everything was new, and now, yeah, Uganda feel like home. I want to thank you for watching, for all the questions. If you have any other questions, please put them down here. I will answer them just on my computer. I hope you like this. Please put a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I see you next week. Bye bye!